Awesome. Hi, Lana. It's so good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. It's been such a joy watching LJ grow over the series. Last time you had to choose between Peter and John, and this time around you're choosing yourself, which is amazing. How does it feel now that it's all over?
Literally, you hit it right. I'd like to just say really quick that my printer, I got a new printer. It's going insane. So if you hear loud noises, just ignore it. It's coming to life. But it feels, you hit it right on the head. Her choices in the past two movies, and of course, this is the rom-com genre, so it's appropriate. But her choices in the last two movies have always been about relationships and about guys. And I think it's really refreshing to see now her choosing her future and where her heart leads her, not to a person but to a place, and to being a young woman stepping out into the world and thinking about her future and who she wants to be when she grows up. So I really that was very important to me when we were making the third movie, and I know it was important to the filmmakers as well, but I definitely made sure that I had many conversations with production being like, this is
Hey,
paramount.
Lana,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't think that Ivy can actually hear you right now.
Sorry, I can't hear.
Oh,
We might need to pause for a moment and see if we can reset something here. So, Ivy, can you hear me? No, she can't. All right. I'm going to move her back into hospitality so they can get that worked out, and then we'll bring her back in a moment.
I just switched over to my laptop, if that works. I don't know what happened.
Lana, do you mind saying something?
hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I'm so sorry about that.
That's so great. All right, so I'm gonna start the timer back up, and Lana, you can continue on. Sorry about that, ladies.
Oh, yeah. So I was just basically saying that, like, it's, for me, in the past two movies, it's, like you said, about choices in relationships and boys. And this one is about choices for her future and who she wants, like, looking past almost, guys, and looking to, like, where my choice now is gonna affect my life and my future as a young woman stepping out into the world for the first time. So I'm very happy with the way that it ended, because I think it's very important to, like you said, make choices for yourself and put yourself and your dreams at the forefront of the decisions that you make, regardless of whether or not, you might not be with your loved one,
right.
It's important to me.
Right. I'm taking a tally. You had to choose between NYU and Stanford. Well, not really Stanford, but you know what I mean. If hypothetically, if you had those two offers, which would you choose?
Oh boy, like I don't know if I would have gone into either one of them.
I mean, hypothetically, we can just
hypothetically, I would have NYU.
NYU.
I grew up in New York.
Right.
I love the city the same way that like Lara Jean. I never have ever called her LJ. Like I don't know. I've never said that.
I always say that to people. I'm like, I'm team LJ all the way.
It's so funny. I hear it all the time, but I'm like, Lara Jean. Anyway, so I think the way that Lara Jean looks when she's on that rooftop at that NYU party, and she sees just New York in its fullness and its energy and its life, that was a very real, reaction for me, because that's how I feel about the city. So I would have picked NYU as well.
Me too, all the way. So you believe in love at first sight then?
I do. I totally believe it. I mean, I totally believe in love at first sight. When I met my boyfriend 5 years ago, Anthony, we had like a complete like Taylor Swift locked eyes across the room at this party, and everything else. I was like, I don't know if it was like I love you, but I knew that I wanted this person to be in my life.
Yeah, and he was special. So in the prom scene, that must have been fun to shoot.
You know what?
It's relive. What?
It's funny because I went to an all-girls school and then I graduated early, so I didn't go to prom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that was really, really nice to experience. But actually, I haven't seen the final cut of the movie, so I've seen
Wow.
drafts like a couple movies ago. But there were things in the prom scene that we had shot that then didn't make the cut, but then maybe made the cut now. Because people are bringing up the prom scene, and I really don't know what you're talking about. It was very fun to dress up and be with all of my friends for sure.